I think it was really useful. I think like I came in sort of knowing that this conflict existed, and it had certainly been there for me for a while, but there was something very powerful about seeing it in my face and seeing it in my body language. And when you had me use the two different voices, that was particularly helpful, actually, because I could actually really see some changes in just how present I was, and kind of it felt to me like when I was using the voices, I kind of stopped performing and started to be present in myself, and in a way that was kind of powerful to observe. I'm going to say, it's okay to do this just for me, Mom. Yeah. I really deserve to have that, and so did you. Oh. My mother was an artist. That makes me kind of tearful, actually.
There's all the more reason for her to have that. Do you want to see it again?
Yeah.
What's the takeaway for you in that very moving moment?
Well, there is some kind of real bringing together. I think of the different parts of myself, and something about having that little conversation with my mother. And I said it in a way, again, I think I'm looking like way more present, and, kind of loving towards her and towards myself.
Yeah.
And yeah. I have great resistance towards, reading. Okay, pause. Well, I think something's coming up for me as I watch it, but it's also something I'm sort of seeing on my face. It, is some kind of sadness or like emotion, that's coming up as I kind of say that thing about wanting time for myself.
I'm feeling starved.
Yeah, feeling starved. Yeah, I guess it was that. Yeah, it almost looked like I got a little shaky, or there was some kind of rise of affect that I wasn't aware of at the moment that I was saying it, but I can kind of see it now.
Do you think you were actually trying, maybe unconsciously, to keep that rise of affect in?
Yeah, I was performing. So, I don't know if I really answered your question, though.
The way you just said, this really kind of sad thing that you never get to what really matters.
It was a sad thing.
And then you just very nicely came back to asking whether you'd actually answered my question. But you,
right.
There's something a little dismissive to yourself about what you had just said.
Yes, I think that's really true. I think that's really true. I think there's a lot more sadness there than, I kind of was maybe wanting to really come up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's something about the expression in my eyes. It's almost as if, I think there's a part of me that's present, there's a part of me that's not fully present. Just the expression in my eyes changes a little bit, and I seem a little more spontaneous. It's really interesting to actually see it. I think the other voice might like to say just, life is short. You gotta do some things for yourself. That was good to hear, too.
What does that mean to you?
Well, it's kind of cutting through all the other stuff. But when you look at it, you wouldn't necessarily...
I just have to ask you, how engaged is this person?
Well, it is really different, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
She's almost a different person from the person in the first half of the tape.
I think that's true. Yeah.
And what's making the difference?
Well, I'm talking about something that's clearly a resource, it's clearly something that I'm excited about. And this whole other kind of identity that's pretty important.
You're talking about something nourishing.
It's something nourishing, yeah.
She's looking downright healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pretty big smile.
Yeah.
Your eyes are really excited.
Yeah, my eyes look different. They've kind of lost some of that slightly glassy look.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what does that mean for you when you lose the slightly glassy look.
It means there's somebody home, you know.
Somebody.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. Means I'm inhabiting my body.
Yeah. This is pure joy.
That's nice.
Do you think so?
I do. Yeah, I do.